And welcome back to Time to Play Sonic 3 Part 2. Last time, if you didn't catch up, oh my goodness, there were so many crazy things happening. Random colors during the boss fight, which maybe it was either El Gato. It had to be El Gato because it looked normal on my TV screen, so I have no idea what happened here. And then, of course, we had the Sonic floating in midair, and we also had him like swimming around, or as I don't even know how you want to put it, but he was just in like this crazy, like he was in a stance, just sliding around. Oh, okay, no big deal. Not a whole lot of time lost on that. But I think I need to move on to Sonic 3 in this stage. This stage in particular, this is my least favorite in Sonic 3. This is the stage it's just because of the music and then because there's spikes everywhere and there's little traps like what we just saw earlier. And I feel pretty stupid that I actually ran into that and died. It's been a while since, once again, it's been a while since I've played this. Actually, it's been a while since I've really been able to play any Sonic game, besides when I need to get a footage of it. So, this stage, it's the music, and I guess I can't go up there unless I have somebody else use Tails. And I could just plug in a second controller, but, I'd rather, I'm just gonna go this way. I get the feeling that maybe I would need Tails for the rest of that? Probably not, but I don't know. It's just me being too careful, just, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's focus on this. Okay, the spinner. This little thing. What is it doing here? Like, what is this thing? Why is it in a place like this? When I think about Sonic 2D platformers, here's the thing. I normally don't like it when people, like, whenever the designers put in some... That just jumped me backwards? Is that normal? I don't recall that. I don't like the... Okay. Just gotta know how to use the physics in this. So what I'm trying to say is that little spinner thing that we saw earlier, and the whole gimmicks thing, what I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around... Oh, thank you for showing up again. Let me try and explain it. I don't like it when they try to put something in a platformer like, say, Donkey Kong Country, where there's lights on, lights off barrels, and it had blizzards and icy ropes. To me, when I look at Donkey Kong Country platformers, like, I never see them as gimmicks because a lot of them really, truly feel like they fit the theme of the area of what they're going for, like a blackout basement, where the lights are going on and off, and you can't really see anywhere. You don't see a good, clear vision of where you're going. Like, to me, that's not a gimmick. And a lot of things that happen in Donkey Kong Country, and to an extent, the Megaman games, like, they're not... I don't see them as gimmicks. Oh boy. To me, I see them as set pieces. I see them as... I don't even know how I want to say it. I think just events, set pieces, that's the best way I can put it. So when I look at that, it just feels like, why is it here? Because the designers put it there for no other reason than they did it? And I really... Okay, let me focus on here. I need to make... Okay, there... Yeah, that's the right path. That's how I need to do it. Please, let me focus on this. I feel like I'm getting my confidence back. Please don't betray me, my feelings. Oh god, what have I done? No, my feelings, they betray me. No. Record still at 2 Chaos Emeralds. 2 Chaos Emeralds. And a 1-up, I think. At least I get something out of it. So yeah, it kind of bothers me when they try to say, like, oh, it's just the gimmick of the game. It's like, I feel like gimmick is too low, it devalues what the designers and developers are doing in said games. Like the spin in Mario Galaxy, I wouldn't consider that a gimmick, more like a move that gives you a little bit of an advancement. But I don't think that's good enough of an example of gimmick. Like the flood in Sunshine is probably a gimmick, but the only reason you don't really question it that much is because it fits into the story, whereas I have no idea what the heck some of this stuff is. I think Sonic 2D platforms, I guess the bounce is a natural thing off that. Okay. Like again, this thing, even though there's no clear reason why it's there, it's just there. I mean, to be fair, it's like, what else would you put in this place? But at the same time, Sonic games is probably, especially the 2D Sonic ones, that I think are the most gimmicky, where you just kind of question, why is it there? Like, what is its purpose? And I think Sonic and Knuckles is probably the worst case of it. Ow. You know how the pulley is? You try to go up and down on that thing in Mushroom, Hill Zone. Not very good at this. Definitely not very good at this. You know, in Mushroom Hill Zone, they have the pulley, and it's like, why is this here? This is a terrible gimmick. It really slows down the pace of the game. And, you know, there are some other ones like the whole pyramid with the double slide, and it's kind of an infinite repeating room. I hate that. So, is that why you're not doing Sonic and Knuckles? Or is that why you're not doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles? No, it's because I want to do Sonic 3 by itself. I really want... It's been so long since I've completed A Time to Play, and I'm stuck right now on... I've been stuck with DK64 for so long in the area where it's just... It's such a slow-paced level. And it doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing that much in it, and it takes forever to get somewhere in that level. You know which one, the water level, Gloomy Galleon. Yeah, it's just, you know, it does kind of bother me a bit. But here, with the game like Sonic 3, I feel like I can get it beaten within a short amount of time. Like, it won't take me that long to get this game cleared and done and feel like I accomplished something. Thank you for stopping me from going into the spikes. So, yeah, the reason I'm not doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles is just because I want to see how quickly I can beat this game. If this gets good enough views... if it gets good enough views... Well, you know, deaths should equal views in this one, right? Me screwing up should get good views, right? Maybe? Please? Nice sliding Sonic. I like that. So if the reception for Sonic 3, the time to play for this, is good, then I'll go and do Sonic and Knuckles. You know, that's just kind of how it works. I need to make sure that this is going to pay off in the long run, but I also think that Sonic 3 is just, it felt like it was time to go back to another Sonic game and do this, especially when it's so hard to find a Nintendo game that Nintendo's not going to put a copyright claim on. Because the only other games that I can really do from Nintendo at this moment are definitely the Pokemon games, although those would take me even longer than it takes me to do DK64, so please don't count on that. I mean, maybe if Pokemon Snap ever comes to the Virtual Console on the Wii U, maybe I can't download it. It's hard for me to download it off of the Virtual Console on the Wii, so I'm gonna wait and see if it actually does come to the Wii U Virtual Console, even though it was supposed to. I think it's on the Japanese one, or it was at least leaked a very long time ago, but they still haven't put it on there, and that does kind of bother me. So, that would be like the only Pokemon spin-off game I would do. Or not, well yeah, it is a spin-off game, but it's like the only Pokemon game I would do. Any others would go to like the 15-minute challenge. A 15-minute challenge of Pokemon Sun, ow! I should have seen that coming. Of Pokemon Sun and, well, I'm going for Pokemon Sun. There's no question about that. So, yeah, there's no way that I can really do a 15-minute challenge of Pokemon Sun. Based on how long it takes you to do things in X and Y, I think it's going to take even longer in Sun and Moon. And I'm probably not wrong about that. So, I don't really think I can do a lot in the first... I pushed left. Why did you betray me? Why do you not work with me? Alright, time to man up over that loss. Get a grip. Really losing that grip. Okay, so why wouldn't I do anything with Pokemon Sun and Moon for like even a 15-minute challenge? For one, I'm still using the camera to record the stuff, and audio-wise, wouldn't be that good with the camera audios. So, that's not gonna happen. The best I'm gonna do is the whole 5 things I like and 5 things I don't, as well as hopefully a review and the list for Alola. I was going to do my favorite abilities, which I know I said I wasn't going to, and there's like a lot of things that I said I was never going to, and obviously now I am. Some things are still going to apply. For example, I will never make a list about favorite video games because I don't have one, and it causes me too much pain to even try and think about them. Besides, I love so many games. Pinpointing those is a nightmare, and I think I've said that so many times, but to the new people on my channel, who are somehow watching this, which, by the way, thank you. You. Love all you guys. Every single one of you is awesome. Don't ever let anybody else tell you differently. Hugs to everyone. But yeah, the ability list, going back to that real quick. I was going to do it earlier this year, and then, Sun and Moon got announced and everything, and I decided, okay, I might as well wait, see if any new abilities come up, see if they make the list, because right now, the reason I never wanted to do a favorite abilities list was because I never found an ability that I just loved, that I just felt like it contributed so much. It just is the number one cause of why I win in a match, or it just becomes so unbelievably useful that I need it in every single battle. And then I found one, and I'm not gonna say what it is because that would ruin the list. And obviously, I haven't checked all the new abilities, although from what I've been seeing so far, a lot of them just seem like they're based on the terrain stuff. And I'm gonna see how that goes. But at least I have one favorite in mind. My number one favorite. I definitely have the other slots filled in, but I want to see if anything changes. I want to keep it up to date and current. So we'll see what goes on with that. Another thing that I never wanted to do that I'm starting to actually consider is the possibility of Patreon. And before anybody says anything, first of all, the reason I didn't want to do Patreon in the first place is because I never felt like I wanted to ask you guys for any kind of money or that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, there's the rewards and everything, but I feel like there should be more to it than that, or like it should never cost you guys anything. Then again, if I had the extra money, there are definitely some Patreons I'd like to support myself. So, I'd like to support channels like Ant Dude, like Weed Dude, like Quarter Guy, like Fawful's Minion, like Yuri of Wind. But unfortunately, I'm really starting to run low on some extra funding for this stuff. And the rewards are there, so I guess that is the incentive. But I guess the other thing is, I guess I'm really gonna get my words together here. If anybody, how many people would actually contribute to if I did a Patreon, and not just say like, oh, do it, I think it's a good idea, but they never would back it up because, where am I? Where am I? Seriously, where am I? Oh my god. There's nothing. Where am I? I'm just gonna be sitting here watching the boss pattern until I die from time? Is that what has to happen? What happened here? Well, chalk this one up for another reason to watch these videos. I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through this, but for right now, Eggman wins by doing nothing. And I will skip ahead, because what else am I gonna do? Were you hiding there the whole time, Sonic? What happened? Well, chalk that one up for another reason why you should watch these. Okay, so what the heck was I talking about earlier? I think it was Patreon? So, with Patreon, first of all, if I actually were to ever do it, there would definitely be a few requirements. First of all, you would have to be at least 18 or over to do it. Thanks, Jump. I really don't want any, there's no better way for me to put this, kids and teens, young teens, to ask their parents to do this, even if it was just like $1 a month. But of the requirements, there is one idea I had in mind, but I have no idea if it would actually work. And I'm not going to push anything. I'm going to see if I can get through this. Okay. So something weird happened before. Maybe Tails missed me and we both died from not being able to find each other. As long as we stick together, we can do it. If you want to play the "and together we can overcome all the odds," yeah, I'll stop. I just felt like that was what needed to be put in. Okay, back to my original topic of the whole Patreon thing. Like the rewards and everything. I have no problem with putting people's names in the credits. Although I do always, or at least try to plug other people's channels and such. I don't think I'm going to have time to finish what I'm going to say about this. So maybe I'll continue that in the next part. So in our next place, we're going to be going into Casino Night Zone. And this place loves to throw me for a couple of loops. Wonder why that is. So with that said, I'll see you guys there and I'll explain more about what I plan to do if I ever did that. So later guys, see you next time, love ya, bye!